I don't have a knife, but what I do have is a chainsaw. Thanks for tuning in to the Doing Stuff channel, where we do stuff. If you'd like to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. And any other love is greatly appreciated. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is going to be kind of a different type of video. I haven't seen any kind of video like this online yet, or at least on YouTube. It's an unboxing, but you know, it's an unboxing for a product that I feel like could be a complete game changer when it comes to upkeeping your lawn. And but we'll get into that once I get this box open. I don't have a knife, but what I do have is a chainsaw. Not bad. Works pretty good. Sort of. All right, what do we got? What is in the box? Well, it is Liquid Aerator, Lawn Aerator. Does it work? Thumbnail? Good thumbnail? No? Alright, well, alright guys, so not your typical unboxing. It's a product that I'm going to try on my lawn. And I don't have a big yard that I want to treat. My front yard's actually very small, but it's the only real yard that I care about making it look the best it can look. But the problem is with it is it's on a hill, and it's been compacted since we've lived here, and I don't know if it's ever been aerated. But you know, we have some pretty bare areas in the grass, and I would like it to come in real full everywhere, but there's some places in this yard that is really compacted. And if you know anything about grass, or if you talk to anyone about grass, one of the things that you realize is that the softer your soil is, typically speaking, the better your grass will grow, the better the roots will spread and actually come in real nice and thick, which is what leads you down a road of aeration. And there's been mechanical aeration around since the beginning of grass, but this liquid aeration concept is not new, but it's definitely newer than mechanical. And the big difference between mechanical aeration and, well, there's several differences between mechanical and chemical. So, you know, I've watched a lot of videos, I've done a lot of research on this topic, and there's a lot of science behind aeration. But for this video, I wanted to kind of talk about a few of the general biggest differences between mechanical and liquid when it comes to aeration. With a mechanical aerator, number one, they're not cheap. If you want to buy an aerator, you're going to be paying. Even if you want to rent an aerator, you're still going to be paying quite a bit for a certain amount of hours. And if you've never used one, then, well, it's kind of like, you know, you're kind of just taking a huge gamble, and your yard may not benefit from it. Well, your yard's always going to benefit from aeration, but when you're dealing with a situation like I have where it's on a hill, you know, you're going to have a good amount of time where there's benefits from that. But over, you know, a year or two, you're going to need to do it again. Because whenever you're on a hill, obviously the rain, all the stuff is not mostly, but, well, right now it's compacted, so probably most of the water does drain off of it. But once you have an aerated, healthy soil, then most of the rainwater will actually be absorbed down into the soil, which is what you want. But regardless, over a period of time, walking on it, mowing, riding your mower over it, you know, just wear and tear, just not everyday movements on your lawn is going to recompact that lawn. It's inevitable. And if it's on a hill, then once it's compacted, then it's even harder to, basically the big point I'm trying to make is, A level lawn is much easier to keep a good aerated situation than a hill where gravity will happen with rainwater and any other nutrients that the yard needs from nature. So that's one of the main drivers behind me trying the liquid aeration. Now, the second biggest difference between mechanical aeration and liquid aeration would be coverage. When you use a mechanical aeration, you're actually not getting 100% coverage on your lawn. You're basically getting like spaces between where you're pulling out these little look like dog turds, and a lot of space between them, and sometimes it's inconsistent because when you're turning or this or that, you're not getting like 100% coverage. Actually, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means it's not as coverage effective as a liquid, where if you put it in a sprayer, then for 100% fact that you're putting it across 100% of the soil. And so that's not a major difference, because a mechanical aeration does such a immediate impact by actually pulling out, making these holes in your yard, which then you have to go back and clean up. Another benefit of liquid. But, you're getting such an immediate impact by doing that, because as soon as you do that mechanical aeration and pull those plugs out and put those holes in your lawn, then literally the first rain that water is going to get down in there and go ahead and start the process of softening that soil up. And that allows the grass roots to start spreading and start to get all the nutrients down in there for the roots. With a liquid aeration, another difference between liquid and mechanical is the impact time. With a liquid, you don't get that immediate impact. A liquid takes time for the chemical in the product to just work down into the soil, break it apart, and do its thing. You're not going to have that instant aeration. However, there's no cleanup. There's no expensive purchase or rental for the machine or equipment. All you really need is a sprayer, and I'm not even going to use my sprayer, because the only sprayer I got a cheap little gallon sprayer, and I have used only used a weed killer for certain areas around my house, and I'm not going to take a chance on using that sprayer because it's been contaminated with my herbicide or my weed killer. So I'm not going to be I'm not going to use that sprayer on my actual grass. So we're going to get a little weird here. And I'm going to do something I don't think has ever been done on YouTube. Maybe it has. I don't know. But we're going to use a pre-existing or pre-manufactured. We're going to use a spray bottle from another product. And it is this. We did a little first impression of this product. It's a cleaner. It works, but you go watch the video and you'll see my first impression of this product for cleaning the side of my house. We had some algae and stuff growing, but anyway, I'm going to use this bottle as a sprayer for this product. Before everybody starts freaking out, oh my God, what about the spray rate? What about the spray ratio? What about this? What about that? Well, that's why we're going to read these directions for this product. And that way we know that we're not doing anything out of the regular whatever. And we're going to put down the right amount. And we're going to have the right amount of chemical. Don't panic. Don't freak out. It's okay. And at the worst case scenario, oh my God, we've over aerated our yard, which can be done, which can actually happen. But this little section of my yard is such a bad state right now that, believe me, we're not going to do any damage. For garden sprayers, mix 1 ounce per gallon Now this bottle here is only, it's 2 quarts. How many quarts is a gallon? Apply evenly across 1,000 foot of lawn. We're dealing with about 1,200 square foot, so I'm still gonna go with an ounce. But water, and then you water the lawn 20 to 30 minutes after the application. Now one of the reasons I'm doing it today is because we got some rain coming in and I want to use the rainwater to help water it in. For a hose end sprayer, which is like this, pour into hose end sprayer bottle. Okay. Didn't say how much, it just says pour it in. Set sprayer to 1 ounce setting. Now, this doesn't have a setting. All it has is clean setting and a rinse setting. Now, let's go to the next step. Evenly apply 1 ounce concentrate per 1,000 square foot of lawn. So, that's basically just saying for 1,000 square foot, you only need an ounce of this. As long as I know that I'm doing that, then we're going to be okay. Would it be nice to have a sprayer with settings on it? It would. But I don't have one, and I looked on Amazon, and they only had one available, and it wouldn't get here till next week, and I want to do this now, so here we are. Step 4, water lawn for 20 to 30 minutes after application. So, basically what it's telling me is, put an ounce of this into this and make sure this covers my whole 1,000 square foot front yard. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to tread lightly, spray very lightly. I may go over this yard twice to make sure that I'm getting even coverage. So 4 quarts is a gallon, right? So 4 quarts is a gallon, and all right. So this is 2 quarts. The product tells you to put an ounce of this into 4 quarts, which is a gallon. So we could put a half an ounce in this, and then do half the yard, and then do another half an ounce of this in here, and do the other half of the yard. We could do that, or we could just go ahead and put an ounce in here. Probably going to get a lot of hate from it. Probably going to be, oh my God, you're going to be off. It's going to be not right, whatever. Well, you know what, guys? It's just yard. It's just grass. It's just a small little front yard. It's not going to be the end of the world. Trust me, the state this yard is in, this is going to definitely help it. And I'm very confident that what I explained to you about the mixture and how I'm going to use this and apply this product is good. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to show you guys the current situation of the yard. And then, unfortunately, this stuff does take time, so I'm not going to be able to give you an actual before and after in this video. But I promise that I will give you an update as far as, long time results, maybe within a month or two, maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe. May do like a follow-up video, just keep you guys updated on this process. Regardless, I will let you know in the near future what I think about this product and did it give me any kind of good results that I was looking for. Yeah, you can see it better now how it's like a lot of thatch. But wow, that's pretty hard right there. That's really hard. I got down that time right about that far, about an inch. Stopped right there. About that far. Got some nice clover. Looks like it's trying to die, but wow, that's hard, guys. Yeah, look. That's how far just the That's how far I could get down in there. So I think you could get kind of what I'm dealing with from that little showing you there. And that whole front yard is pretty small. And if we, you know, it's not that big of a risk to guesstimate a little bit. We're not even really guesstimating. I'm pretty confident with what I explained and how we're gonna use that bottle. But I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna put it out and let this rain. It's already starting to sprinkle a little bit. So I wanna use this rain to help kind of water it in. And that way I don't have to water it. And we'll just be done. I thought it was leaking because maybe I was missing that ring, that O-ring, but nope. It's definitely in there. I went ahead and put a whole ounce in that bottle, and I just did as good as I could, even coverage. The main thing, I guess, to take away from this video is the fact that there are other options. You don't necessarily have to do mechanical aeration if you're just, you know, it's just your home. If you're doing it for a business, then it might be different because you're gonna want a faster impact. And so in that case, you might still wanna go mechanical, but regardless, if you need aeration, it's never gonna hurt to give this product a try. And if you have a hill like mine, it might be even a requirement for you to have a good long-term situation, unless you do have an aerator or you have the kind of money to throw around to go get one, rent one, whatever. Then yeah, it might be the ticket. Just really more than anything, I just wanted just the awareness that there is a liquid option. I didn't realize there was until I did a lot of research, but yeah, just give liquid aeration a try. I'm giving it a try. I can't tell you if it works or not yet. I mean, I can tell you that from my research, it works, but you know, my yard might be stingy. I might have to do more product or do it more often or that kind of thing. So to each their own. Every yard's different, every turf is different, but just wanted to kind of give you guys a little, you know, just share with you that I'm going to try this and do an unboxing. And as far as I know, this is probably one of a kind Amazon unboxing for a product. Just saying. Give this video a like, that helps. Give this video a comment, that helps. Just any kind of engagement. If you guys want to talk about lawns, talk about whatever. I was just talking to my hillbilly family. They don't even log in. They're not even logged into YouTube, so I can't get the initial YouTube like algorithmic support because they don't even. I think YouTube is, the system is not hillbilly friendly, and I feel like, you know, we should protest. I think hillbillies' lives matter too. So just my opinion, but you know, hey, till next time, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all the love and support, and see you in the next one.